Like
getting
what?
like.
Like what polish do you want?
Sir, I will show sir after this, after Darshan's file.
And Darshan asked me this thing. That this LOD 123, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As well as the render thing, sir, in Photoshop.
That render you sent me that thing. I saw
Yes,
that.
sir. So like
So
you said like you have to use that multiply option and blend those things,
yes,
right,
yes,
sir?
yes.
Then I tried it. At the final end result was completely black.
No, oh, one second. I just open that. Where I have saved it. Save render. So you have all this thing. So let's just open Photoshop. So for for using in Photoshop, either you can use out of like composite one or PSD, like the center one, any one of them. These two are exactly the same, only the background is different. So like suppose I use composite or background, any one of them, then okay, so Control J, just background. I can make it this gray only, fill solid black. Then mask, enter. Then you have depth, enter. Then you have shadows, enter, and triple S if you need. Like these are all the passes, and now you can just plan out what are the things you need. Like this is now you have this render, right? So just rasterize all of them. Rasterize done. Masking. I'll just Control A, C, copy my mask, my this layer. I'll create a blank mask. Control A. Then my this thing. Quick mask or this backslash. If you click this, if you just switch on this. If I click on this backslash and Control V, sorry, Control V, so it will paste into this. Sorry, mask. Control V. So you paste into this mask.
Okay.
Then now you have this mask, and then again you can deselect, press backslash, and deselect the quick mask, and you can just simply duplicate this, drag and duplicate to all the layers. This mask is now not required. So you have all the mask applied already. If you want, you can just go and change this color. It's totally like up to you. Like change it, whatever you want. So now I have a clean file. Then you have depth. Like if you add the depth for multiply. So you can see the moment you add depth, it gives you this volume. This front part is a bit lighter. All the back side becomes dark.
Yes, sir.
So you can just make it dark, or if you want, you can control it with the opacity also, opacity fill. Then you have this triple S. Triple S is for screen, and like suppose you finding this thing is like full black and white, is becoming white. So what you
Yes.
can do, you can just colorize this. Like these are like only the mask, you can manipulate everything.
Okay, sir.
Colorize whatever color you want. Right, increase saturation, slightly brighter or dark, that's totally up to you. So basically makes things brighter. Like suppose you want to use it somewhere, like skin or maybe hair, few areas, you can use that. Let me check only this thing. Does it become red and white? This thing. So this is um, on this mask. You can just modify this brush. Suppose I want to. I don't want it everywhere. So, you can modify things very easily. Then you have this shadow. So if you want this, this is also you can just use screen and like for this kind of thing, usually we use colorize and make it colored and then use it. This is only shadow, but this is something this is not required because that is something already part of your render. So you can add this depth if you want. You can keep this, or you can just if you want to modify, you can modify this thing, and you can just render out one or two passes more, like one or two renders. This lighting from backlight
Yes,
or
sir.
side. That what I did, like multiple
Yes, sir.
passes. You can just simply multiply, over screen those and generate this entire thing very
Okay, sir.
easily. So like
So,
this side is entirely dark,
yes, sir.
so you can have a shadow like fill light here, then you can have a key light, this rim light this side, so back from back side, so it will generate the entire thing.
Okay, sir.
So it's like these are like this is like all the render passes. You have to combine whatever you need, just use it. If you don't need anything, just you can, suppose you don't want this triple S, you can just simply delete it, right? It's not you have to use it. If you have
Okay, sir.
something, and in this also, like this part is becoming really dark, you can make it lighter, control it nicely. A bit brighter.
So for fiber mesh, if I want to change the color, how can I do that, sir?
There are like multiple ways. Like suppose you do fiber mesh. We don't have fiber mesh, so I just use cylinder. Only use 3D and then select something like fiber mesh. There is no fibers. Doesn't look nice. You got fibers, and then whenever you are like happy with this, like shape, you can modify everything, add the modifier. So you have this color, you can see
Yes, sir.
base and tip. So if you want to change it, do something crazy, and tip is like something like this, you can change the color from here also, like while creating this. Then once you accept this, accept, done. Sub to fiber mesh. and then you can just like GMB modify everything, or BPI. I use pinch out everything and make it convert this into plum. You can use all the brushes on this. You can use move, pinch, everything, but that gives you a different result. And then you have this groom brushes, all the fiber mesh groom brushes. Under this, you can see this is groom color tip. There is another
Yes, sir.
groom color root. Suppose you want to change it. Let's do something crazy. Color. This is root, so it will change the color of the root. You can increase, decrease the fall off and all these things. And then you have this thing, groom color tip. Let's do something white or something. See? You can modify like this also, like if you
Okay,
want,
sir.
or you can
Yes,
just simply switch off the polyfit and everything. It will become gray, full solid gray. Then you have the flexibility to change the color in Photoshop.
okay, sir.
And like whenever you apply fiber mesh, make sure before accepting that like shift R, like use BPR and render it out and check it, then accept it, because
Okay, sir.
viewport it might look different and after rendering it might look different. So
Okay,
make
sir.
sure whenever using fiber mesh, render and check it. If once you're happy with that whatever result,
Yes, sir.
then accept it. That's how you do it. And what was that? How was this thing? So this is like you have to use it multiple passes or multiple like renders. You can use one. Your this is your suppose fill light. Then sorry, this is your key light. Then one fill light, one rim light. Combine all three and create that shadow lighting and
Yes,
everything.
sir.
That will look nice.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and that let's see.
Sir,
Yes,
can I share my screen? I will show
just wait.
what I'm.
Wait a minute. Yes, let's open this one. So you can see I have already created. It's just a cylinder. It's just a cylindrical pipe. LOD 0, 1, and 2. So in this, if I just switch on, I'll show you the file. Like nothing, nothing major. If you zoom in, you can see this. There's a like this pipe, this thing. It's a bit
Yes, sir.
smooth, like nice, clean, smooth surface. Then if you switch on LOD 0, if you zoom in, you can see this angle, like
Yes,
that
sir.
bevel. I reduce some segments. Then we have LOD 2. So it's if you go and check, it's all this that bevel thing is gone, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So like that's how LOD works, right? From distance, if you see it from this far, you cannot make out there's a bevel or not, right?
Yes, sir.
So like that's how you optimize your model, like based on your like appearance from distance. If it's not, those part are not recognizable from distance, we just make them flat. So combine like flatten those things. So I just like quickly I created a basic structure. So it's like this is very easy. You just simply create one, import your model, then go to your model viewer, and under that there's an option for LOD 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you imported LOD 1, there's an option below that. There's one more option, import LOD 2, 3. Those options are there. So you can just simply import that. So based on distance, by default, it optimal like Unreal set for point 0.5 or something. So this is some other set. Content. Huh. So just simply import something here. Import desktop LOD 0. LOD 0 is the highest level of LOD. So if I open and check, this is my. You see, it's all smooth, clean, right? If we
Yes,
want to see, I switch on wireframe. You can see, like I have one, two, three loops in between to make it really smooth and rounded.
Yes, sir.
Then under LOD, you can see LOD group you can define like what kind of object is this. This is environment, your foliage, decoration, high detail. What is it? You can just small prop. You can just simply select it from here. So that based on that, it will use some presets. So now you have option for LOD import. By
Sir,
default, yes,
sir, what is use of LOD in industries? How, what, why they use it?
because to optimize your game. To
Okay, sir.
optimize the game, because by default like anything close to camera is high detail, anything far from camera is low detail. It's very important, otherwise without this like games cannot run on your PC or anything.
Okay, sir.
So like to
What I
create
was
this.
thought
Hmm?
was when you said like texturing, right, sir? I thought we'll create different different poly models and we'll create textures out of it.
No, we can create textures also. Like usually, what happens, we try to reuse the same texture instead of optimizing it. There will be cases when you or like suppose you have a model 1000 polygons and the low poly is only 200 polygons. So like it's quite far, LOD 5 or 4, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
that
sir.
time what will happen, that all the seams, like wherever you have seam, you have to reduce that seam line also. Usually we try to keep the seam, like that line we don't, we try not to disturb it, because it will create a seam in our texture and mess up our texture. So usually we try to keep hold that. If
Okay,
like something happened and we really need to push it or change it, so that time we have to go back and modify the actual texture. So like from here I can just simply see LOD level 1
yes, sir.
import.
Yes,
It will
sir.
open this window, your desktop level 1 import. So it will automatically, you can see now you have LOD 0 1. LOD 0 1 is there. You can re-import it or you can import it once again, and there will be one. Now you can see there will be an option for apply material. uh, LOD, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
So for different LOD levels, different textures.
That is possible. Yes, like that can be possible. Like if you have a like LOD and that UV or UV or seam drastically changed, that time you can apply a different material altogether. LOD 01 separate material.
Sir, sir, if we are using different texture, then that texture map is getting inside the what do you say game size.
Yes, what happens? Like it just gets switched. Like basically we're switching the model, right? Like for based on our distance.
Yeah,
We're switch.
yeah, uh, but for a single model, if we are
Huh.
having five LODs, then
Yes.
five extra textures we have to put. Means
But those extra textures are size are different. Like for maybe your actual LOD 0 is 1K, LOD 2 or LOD 3 or 4 will be your 256 by 256, or just
uh,
like like a 128 by 1, like just pixels. Just from like
Okay,
from this far, it will look like 4 5 like 10 pixels, right? So the
yes, sir.
texture size also reduce. So automatically your model and texture everything optimizes. So
sir,
they
where can we apply that?
this is something if you need it, like suppose like usually we keep to try to keep our UVs like UV borders same UV borders, and so
Yeah,
that we can use the same texture. But if like there will be some cases where we have to modify the entire model, like suppose okay, zoom in. Suppose in this model the one seam will be in the center and it will open flat, right?
Yes, sir.
But suppose it's a complex geometry and I have to reduce the center line or some part of the center line, then the UV seam will be messed up totally. So I have to unwrap it once again, right?
Yes, sir. Understood.
In that case, I'll recreate a texture. I'll create a low poly texture, like a low resolution texture. Instead of 1K, I'll use a 512 or 256 or 128 by 128 texture, or maybe 64 by 64. Really low resolution texture, which is like appropriate for my this from this distance, just for few pixels, just to define the shape. That's it. So like
Yes.
we'll just use that. Like if this is something like this is like very like this will be like we'll be using like a very less number of times. I guess there's a okay, I'll show you. There's a I guess in this thing. Bridge, I guess I have a option. Bridge, they come with all these LODs, uh, but there is a material option. Material slot. Hmm, add material. Where is that option for my LOD1 blueprint? Collision measures correct. This is so there's a material. This is this. I've added a material, but there should be a material slot separate for LOD.
So I think we didn't enable that custom option
Where?
in LOD picker.
Prepare custom. Oh, there's an option for material. This is correct, correct, correct,
Sir,
correct. Yes.
sir, if we are using the same texture for 5 LODs,
Hmm.
then how does the engine does itself
Yes.
or
Engine optimizes itself by itself. Based on the distance from the camera, it optimizes your model and texture both by
acha
default.
acha.
By
Okay.
default. But there will be cases like you can manually optimize in a better manner based on
Yeah,
so that time it works perfectly. So you can see if I zoom out, automatically this angle becomes sharp. If I zoom in, it becomes smooth.
so I
Yes,
Similarly,
sir.
think
huh?
I think for the LOD one uh, in the model itself we have to add the texture.
There should be an option. Just let me check this. Now, now you can see I zoomed out. It become really flat,
Yes,
right?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Here triangles and vertices are changing.
Changing, right? It will change. It will definitely change. So those
Yeah,
things you can see. There should be LOD 1, 2, 3. Let me.
Unity I know, but Unreal
No,
I don't.
no, no. There's an option for here to select a custom material. Um, if I open, this is the same window only. Correct. Okay, we need to create a okay, material instance and we need to instance. This reduce the thing and it will be like this. It applied to everything. Um, so that we setting only one. Where's that option? Like all settings and everything is there except the material. Collision is correct. Dusty field. It should show 3 materials. Replace vertex color. No. The material, it shows a LOD material. I don't know why it's not showing. Um, there is a LOD material option, like where you can apply the LOD material. This is the useless anyways. Like this is doesn't make any sense. I cannot do drag and drop and apply it. I can do the can't do that. And material option, because I used it like long time back. I forgot. There's a material option is there. Like this, the one material is applying to everything, but there should be a material for each and every like LODs. We
Sir,
compute
the sections drop down. Sections.
section. Which section?
Sir, just
This one. Oh, this one. Yes. Section. So here I can change this to other material. Let me check. Uh, I'll change the color so that you can easily check it. This one and LOD Z1. Can I change it? Yeah. Okay. Got it. LOD1 and this one, last one. Change to some other thing. Maybe red. So
sir, change the
no.
initial setting group. Sir, LOD 0, LOD 0. Yeah, light instance.
But no, but this is changed to this material, 2 materials.
Yeah, yeah, there are two INST, INST. There were,
It's using only one of them. Force opaque. It's not there. You have to material to FBX order. Okay. Just instance field. It should to show me three different materials. It's not showing only last one. Uh, there's some 480 triangles, 320 triangles, 560 triangles. Triangle count is changing, everything is changing, but it's working. No, it's showing the same thing. There's something material I missed. Like there's something is there. Like it shows three materials. You can assign materials, three different materials for three different LODs. That is something you will do. And importing mesh is not a different difficult thing. Just if you just go to LOD and just import a LOD, that's it. It's very simple. And if you want to modify something, you can go and just simply modify and delete. Like under LOD setting, you have options to import. Now you can just go and add LOD. What is no? Let me try something. I did. Give me few more, but it's not changing.
So now the color changed to the
Ha,
middle
color
ones.
changed to the that this thing purplish bluish thing. Only thing that happened. Not affecting.
So
Changing.
for characters also we can do LOD.
We can, but usually characters LOD will be very difficult and complicated because character have rigs and everything. So for every LOD, you have to modify the rig. Like you have to transfer the rig again. That will be
Yeah,
complicated. Like your LOD, then your animation, everything you have to transfer. So for character, you generally we don't optimize it. So it will be very complicated.
but then how do they do it in games? Means like PUBG or Fortnite.
No, they don't. Character, they don't opt. Character, they you have a fixed this thing, scale, a fixed poly count for them.
So the distant characters, like when we see some persons
Ha, like
away.
so those things like non NPC and all. Those things you can switch between because you can have same character to transfer the animation and reduce optimize the model. You can have that. So like where you don't have interaction or you don't have anything to like where you don't play with that character. If you have a play interactive character, then it's a problem. Like it can be done, but it will be difficult, very difficult to control that. This material thing I forgot it. So like this, you can import like this thing and use all your the one texture. The multiple material thing, I'll check you what to how to do it. So this is how you can just import and create this thing. See,
Sir,
yeah.
Sir,
Hmm.
one last thing in any course, any
Hmm.
chapter, sir,
Hmm.
please teach that rigging, how to do that rigging.
Rigging is not part of game art at all. Like
Sir,
because rigging skinning is altogether a different subject.
sir,
Like
everything has been covered. One thing is left.
no, but it's not part of the school. Rigging is a totally different subject. For that, like we have a like all together. Like, usually, animators they learn the basics of rigging, but like industry rigging skinning artists is different. Modeling texturing is different. Rigging artists are different. Animators are different. So three all of them are different subject altogether.
Sir, like one video I can use. Like if
Rigging.
you अगर आप
eh,
पढ़ाएंगे तो सर मतलब समझ में आ जाएगा एक सेकंड में.
Basically, because I know the basic, like you can create a bone and skin it and do it. That is something I can explain. But if you want anything complicated or anything like complex, I don't know it. Like I know like
No,
how to
no,
create
sir.
a bone and how to transfer the skin and how to paint it. That's it. उतना ही I know that. Like that's something like for like, sometime you use biped in Max. You have Max. You have biped, and you can auto rig your auto scan your model, and then you can just modify the model. You can do that. That is something like very basic. That is anyone can do it. Suppose you have. Let's see.
Sir, like a
Sir,
simple character in a T pose
Hmm.
means rigging. Then we can use the mix ammo animations on it.
Okay, that for Mixamo you need to have the basic bone structure IKFK was the bone structure.
Yeah,
So
T model.
T model. So that is something I don't know. I tried it, so it's messed up my model. I left it then.
so
I
the
tried that.
so model which you're creating now can be animated, right? So the characters.
Yes, yes, yes. And for Mixamo, you don't need any rig. If you can just simply if your model should be in T pose, and if you just simply import your model in Mixamo and assign the joint define the joints where are the points, and it will auto rig your entire model. It's there in Mixamo. It's there already.
Yes, sir. But doing rigging inside mix ammo, we need paid account.
No, no, it's free.
Acha.
It's free. It's free. But the only thing is, like, whenever you import any model and auto rigging it, you should download it then and there. Reason being, next time whenever you upload another model, it get replaced. So upload it, rig it, download your model, keep it in backup, and then you can just simply use another this thing like another character. It's free. It's free. Mixem is totally free. It is my bike, right? Okay. After this update, I guess my system becomes slow.
So for Mixamo, the character should be in T pose.
T pose in T pose. For Mixamo character should be T pose. So then you can just import and you can just there's an option to auto rig and all this thing option is there. So
Sir,
for this, yes.
any character or like vehicle or anything.
What?
So like in a vehicle, the door opens. That
Do I don't know rigging. Rigging is not my department at all. I like this is something usually what I do. Like suppose I have a T pose model or I want to or rig it. So usually I use this. This is by default existing model. So you can like you can just simply over this my hierarchy and bones. This one right. Here. So you have this character. If you want, there are like few bones you can modify. Then copy paste. Okay, it's not modifying. Like this, it's already already rigged. It's a biped model. Everything is bone skinned properly. You can create a character, and then after creating this, you can select this. Go to your skin. Copy paste, and then you can select your model. Like first, select this one, your uh, hip joint, and select then your character. And from modify, there's a skin. Apply the skin. It will automatically transfer the weight to your model. So if you it's in T pose, it becomes very easy. If it's in like legs and all, sometimes it overlaps, like weight and all. So that becomes a little bit tricky. So this is something like I don't do it. I usually pose it in ZBrush directly. That's way too handy. So this is something auto rig, or you can just like in Maya, there's an auto rig option is there, auto rigger. You can use that, or for that also you need a like T pose model. Create a model in T pose and then auto rig it. And best like simple is to create a model in T pose and take it to a Mixamo and rig it very easily. Like suppose you have two PMV. Oh, that's like suppose this is your model. This is way to close. Export text to save it. So, okay. Upload character, FBF something. Import. You got this character. Next, now it will ask for like where you want to place what. Select this point. Then you have your wrist. Then you have elbow, knees.
Sir, chin, sir.
Huh?
So we place chin in the groin region.
Oh, sorry. Oh, chin and groin, like this. You done with this? Two chin figures, three figures. Next, auto rigging. Loading. See, done.
Nice, sir.
So it's very it's you can see like wait, there's some issue here there. So those things will be there because it's auto rigged. It's not perfect, but like once you're done with the this, make sure download your model. Otherwise, it will mess up your this thing. So you can just simply animate something. Like click, add the animation, and dead.
सर बस यही मतलब आप एक बार बदल दिए हो गया. हाँ सर.
So it's a very simple. You can create things very easily. So it's like it's
Like sir, one time if you say, then I'll get it. Sir, like that bike object, we didn't know about that thing. So
you
now we
can
know.
so and this is free. So just this is free. You can create your entire character and make sure you don't crack it. Don't have wings. Don't have extra elements. A lot of extra elements and all.
Yeah.
No. So that is something can be done. You can see like nice, and these are like part of mocap only. So nice animation. You can do it very easily. Simple. Double click and done.
So only need the simple things, not high quality
So
animation.
this is like, and they have a huge library.
Yeah.
They have huge library, so you can like all actions, everything is there. Almost like
So
basic. If you need anything, you can download it directly and use it.
so basically rigging is like setting the joints, right, sir? Bones.
Setting what?
Bone joints.
Bone. Yes, like rigging is basically setting the joint and transferring the weight, and based on that, a joint and like wherever it's the joint, from there the character will move. Like action and all this thing. And weight, based on the weight, it will calculate the amount like effect, like till what like area it will affect that joint like movement. So it's
Okay,
like
sir.
that only. It's like all maths. So it's not very complicated. It's like it can be very complicated, but like basic reading is not very complicated, and it's something that this is something Bhaskar do. So this is something not my department. I don't do it, and I don't know anything about it. So it's like this is what I do usually. Like if I need something, I just quickly do it in Mixamo, or I just simply pose it in ZBrush.
Sir,
Yes, yes, Akshay, show
sir,
me.
for few weeks I'm not getting feedbacks of submissions.
Yeah, no, we're not getting feedbacks because all the feedback we're discussing in the class because this white ice is not working, right?
Okay, sir.
So that's why in class we are discussing each and every file and everything we're discussing those things. So
Okay,
now
sir.
you can show me your file. You were showing
Okay,
something. Yes.
I will share. Sir, can you see
Okay.
my screen?
Yes.
Sir, if I import, I'm getting like this, sir. Some smooth things. I'm not getting like this. This hard thing.
So what is the problem in that?
It's not a problem. I'm just asking. I
It's
have
good.
doubt.
It's auto smooth applied.
Okay, sir.
Like whenever you export, it basically auto smooth applied. It's just all smooth, all clean.
Okay, sir. That's my doubt. I just
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
no, sir.
So if you have any doubt after this also, you can send me a mail or send me a message. So we can like if you need something help something, we'll definitely we can conduct like extra classes. Definitely we can do that. So if you have any doubt or any like, need any clarification anything, so send me a mail or message. So based on that, we can plan out a class and have that class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
No problem. Okay, and try to submit everything by Wednesday as much as possible.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Chalo, bye bye. I see you guys again. Yeah.
Yes.
Darshan bro, வாங்க வாங்க.